Hi guys. Today I'm here to talk about some new products that I've really been into for skincare, and it's by The Ordinary. So The Ordinary is a brand that's been around for a while. The founder of The Ordinary wanted to come up with a product that would be effective and affordable for his buyers. He uses very simple packaging so he can charge less, because a lot of these companies do fancy packaging rather, and they end up charging more for the product because they have to make for the money they're using for their products and their sales pitches and such. We have big companies like Estee Lauder that wanted to at one point buy the founder of The Ordinary out, and he did not want that. We have companies like Estee Lauder that charge a ton of money for their products. Thank you. A ton of money for their products. Thank you. And got kind of upset with the guy that came up with The Ordinary because they were actually taking the business from these higher companies like Estee Lauder, etc. Unfortunately, a couple of years ago, the founder of The Ordinary had passed away. His death is still a mystery, whether it was murder or suicide. And that's only by what I read. Those are the facts that I've read on the internet. I don't know anything further than that, if they've come up with an explanation or not. That was just the last bit of information I had read. Since then, companies have tried selling his product online under different names, which I won't get into, and their prices have inflated. So where you can buy like the acid for like $7 to $10, they were selling them for $14 to $18. If you look on Amazon, their prices are inflated. Do not buy these products from Amazon. You will pay much more money. I would much rather have you go to the Ordinary site yourself, or possibly Ulta. Their prices have stayed around the $7 to $20 range, and these products are amazing. So the first one I want to talk to you about is the salicylic acid 2% mask. And my daughter loves this one. So this is a mask. It's formulated for blemish-prone skin. It's just a regular black mask. It's a regular black mask, if you see. Like a clay mask. It does contain charcoal and salicylic acid. You can use this once or twice a week. I would use it at night only because of sun sensitivity. It can cause photosensitivity because it has the acid in it. I would not use it with any other acids. I would not use it with any retinols, peptides, anything like that, because you can have an effect on your skin. It could cause burning. When you apply this to your skin, there is a slight tingle that lasts for maybe 3 seconds at most. You leave it on no more than 10 minutes. You rinse it off, and then you apply your serums for hydration. Love this mask. It really does clean out the pores. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the AHA 30%, BHA 2% peeling solution. It's a 10-minute exfoliating peeling solution. This one you are to only use once or twice a week, although I have used it 3 times a week. But it hasn't bothered my skin, honestly, and I have sensitive skin. But recommendations is once to twice a week. It's an acid. It definitely has a high sunburn alert, so this is something you definitely want to only use at nighttime. This particular product goes deeper into the skin. It doesn't just hit the top layer. It goes deeper into the skin to get acne at the source. It works as an exfoliant. It helps fight the sign of wrinkles. It helps fight the signs of pore congestion. It improves skin radiance. And it also reduces the signs of fine lines and wrinkles. Now, our skin is a pH of 5, around that. This is a pH of 3.5 to 3.7. So it's very close to our natural pH, a little bit less. It's great. It's kind of looks like, I hate to say it, but it kind of looks like blood a little bit. And what I do usually is I don't touch the skin with a dropper, but I just apply 2 drops, 2 drops, 1 drop. And then I grab a glove and I just really rub it in. I leave it on 10 minutes. Do not leave it on more than 10 minutes. That's their recommendations. I do follow that. I do listen to some things. And then you just want to keep your eyes closed, rinse it off with cool water, and just really make sure it's all off. Make sure it doesn't get in your eyes or under your eyes at all. You can put a balm under here, an eye serum, just so none of this gets under your eyes because it will burn. This does burn, especially if you have open skin areas, acne, anything like that. So keep it away from those areas. You don't need a lot. You don't need to keep it thick. A thin layer goes a long way. And again, I use a gloved hands because I've tried it without, and it makes your fingers kind of feel almost like you burnt them, the tips. I love it. I've noticed a huge difference in my skin since I've used that product. The next one I want to talk to you about is, the lactic acid 10%. It's a high strength lactic acid peeling facial formulation. This is 10%. They have different percents too you might want to look at. And just because the percent is higher doesn't necessarily mean the active ingredient is higher. Do your research, because retinol doesn't work like that. It visibly improves skin. It brightens the skin. It's made with Tasmanian pepperberry, which I will have to get back to you on what that is. It targets textural irregularities, congestions, uneven skin tones, signs of aging, and this is a pH of about a 3.6. It's a pinkish color. Thank you, honey. 1 minute, okay? It's very thin. And you don't want to use this, again, if you're going to be in the sun. You don't want to mix it with other peptides or other acids. I sometimes generally will use it at night with like a rosehip oil or a deep conditioning moisturizer afterwards. And it really is supposed to help with like that lumpy, bumpy skin, that uneven skin tone, anything like that. And it works really good. I like it a lot. Actually, I like this whole line. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the 100% cold pressed rosehip oil. I've used rosehip oil forever. I've probably mentioned it a million times. This is a little bit thicker. I used to buy this all the time at Marshall's, but now I'm using The Ordinary. It's about $7. You only need like 2 drops. It will cover your whole face. I usually press it in my face after using an acid and then go over my skin with a jade roller. Sometimes I'll use a moisturizer after. Sometimes I won't. You don't really need to. It's rich in vitamin A, so it decreases, again, the signs of fine lines and wrinkles. It adds extra hydration to your skin. It replenishes the moisture that you lose. And it works as a barrier support for the skin. This stuff is a miracle in a bottle. If anything, you need this in your life. And I've used other rosehip oils that work just as great. I do love The Ordinary. I'm kind of into them. They're vegan-free, sulfate-free, paraben-free, and the price is way cheaper. I bought this at Marshall's and thought I was getting a good deal, spending $10. This was $7. I absolutely love this stuff. You can use it in the AM or the PM. Sometimes I will use it during the day, but I mainly use it at night. The next product I want to talk to you about is called the Buffet. Buffet gives it away. Buffet gives it away. Buffet gives it away because Buffet is an array of different ingredients, such as peptides. It's a multi-technology peptide serum. So yes, it contains an array of peptides to target multiple signs of aging all at once. It also has 3,000 micrograms of the Matrixol, which Matrixol is that ingredient that's found in all those higher end skin products. It reduces wrinkles. It helps with the dynamic folds. It improves firmness. It's a pH of 4.5 to 5, so it's actually the pH of your skin. You can use it in the AM or PM, but you do not use it with vitamin C or other acids because it will burn your skin. And it's a kind of thickish formula. I got a bubble there, but you need like 2 drops. Again, you just press it into the skin and don't apply any of the other things that I listed above. This stuff is great. It really has smoothed out my skin. It has helped with my acne, or snackne as I call it from the stupid maskne, but it helps. It's given me a glow that I haven't had before, or in a long time, I should say. We won't go there. The next product I want to introduce you to is The Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. Everybody's probably heard of hyaluronic acid before. This also contains B5. It's really good. This gets deeper into your skin than like a surface serum would. This penetrates. You have like your epidermis and all that, everything every different layer of your skin. This seeps down deeper into the pores, deeper into them layers of skin where the acne can start, or where you can have skin issues that start. This is for multi-depth hydration. It contains B5 for surface hydration. So the hyaluronic acid goes deeper, where the B5 that's also in here is more of a surface hydration. You can use this in the morning or the night. You use it before your hydrating cream. I sometimes will use it in the morning or sometimes at the night. I don't find that it bothers me. You use it before your cream. You always want to use your serums and essences from thinner to thicker, and you also want to use what penetrates first. So if you have a specific acne cream you want to use, I would put that on first, let it dry for 10 minutes, and then start your thinnest to thickest, because you want whatever cream you're using to target, like acne for instance, you want that to penetrate first. So you don't want to cover it and have that medication have to penetrate harder. The next product I want to talk to you about is the glycolic acid 7% toning solution. This has a pH of 3.6. This offers mild exfoliation, it improves skin radiance, it helps with texture, congestion. You can use it in the PM. I wouldn't use it in the AM because it is very skin sensitive. If you do, make sure you put a sunblock over it. You don't want to leave your house without a sunblock, because even though you don't see the sun out there, even though it's the fall and you may think you're not going to get burned, you probably will. It has this little top that you just twist. You put it on your cotton round or in your hands if you want to. Either way is fine. I've used it both ways. Use it one time a day, not twice a day. It's good for sensitive skin. Limit sun exposure, like I said before. Apply sunblock. And you don't want to use this with any other peptides or vitamin C's, because it can really bother your skin. So obviously you wouldn't use this with like a retinol or the buffet or lactic acid. You don't want to use anything. I usually use this at night, then do a mask, and then do my rosehip oil or my hyaluronic acid. Sometimes I'll use hyaluronic acid and rosehip oil. I'm not sure if that's okay, but it works for me. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the Squalene Cleanser. This stuff is just a creamy white cream. None of their products have scents to them. They're all natural, vegan, like I said before. This is a lightweight balm. It's almost like a double cleansing. When you rub it between your skin, it turns into an oil. It's great at removing makeup, eye makeup, waterproof makeup. It helps with skin impurities. It has a pH of 5.5 to 6. I usually rinse it after with warm water. You can use your Clarisonic when you're using this. What I do, my thing, is I use this with my fingers to get rid of the makeup, and then I double cleanse with a cleanser using my Clarisonic or my little silicone finger thing. And it takes off makeup like no other. It does cost like $7 or $8 for this only. I think it's 30 mLs. 30 mLs, right? 50 mLs. Wow, that's a little bit more. Most of their products are 30 mLs. This is 50. For the price, I mean, you could get something way cheaper. It's just a balm. You can use Pond's or the Korean Beauty balms. They work just the same. I don't feel like this is any better, unfortunately. I would not splurge on this. This came in a package of 3, and I do love it. I don't know if I'd actually buy it again, because there's so many other products that do the same thing that are cheaper. The next thing I want to introduce you to is the retinol. It's Grand Active Retinol, 2% in squalene. It's highly stable, water-free solution with 2% of all trans retinol acid. So retinol that you can buy in the doctor's office, the dermatologist, is retinol A or Retin-A, it's called. That has a huge factor of Retin-A, which is great at combating wrinkles, great at fighting acne. This is just a retinol. It's not a Retin-A, it's just a retinol. This stuff is great. It's gentler than Retin-A. It's a good place to start. They have 0.2, 2%, 5%, and it goes up. This right here will help with dark pigmentation, dark spots, fine lines, and wrinkles, acne breaks out, even active acne breakouts, acne scarring. I would start at a low dose and work up. A higher dose might be more beneficial, but remember, a higher dose is also going to be more irritating. This product can cause peeling. It can cause irritation on sensitive skin. I would use it only at night. It has a high risk of UV sensitivity. I would not use this with other acid or other peptides. I would use this before bed. I'd never use this during the day, actually. And it's just then you leave 2 to 3 drops in your hands. Again, press it in. I would wait 10 minutes before applying like a hyaluronic acid, rosehip oil, or cream. Usually after I use the retinoid, one of those. After I use the retinoid, I usually follow up using my hyaluronic acid. 10 minutes after the hyaluronic acid, I use my rosehip oil, and then I go to sleep. It seems like a lot, but it's not. So I apply this, I brush my teeth, I do things that I have to get ready for the next day. Then I apply my hyaluronic acid, I take care of my daughter a little bit, and then before I go to bed, I usually do my rosehip oil. You wake up with the smoothest skin ever. Because I do such an intense skincare at night, in the morning, I just wash my face with water, and that is it. And then I usually apply maybe like, sometimes I'll use the lactic acid, I'm not gonna lie, or mostly I'll use the peptide acid, and I will put on either the rosehip oil, a sunblock, or something with an SPF, some kind of cream with an SPF, and then makeup, and I'm good to go. A little bit goes a long way with these products, guys. Remember that. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors Plus HA. It's a surface hydration formula. This stuff is really good too. This is another creamy white formula. It's just like a white cream. It's a topical element for hydration, which means it doesn't penetrate into the skin. It just is a surface hydration, but it does feel good after you're using your acids. I'm not gonna lie, it's great. It helps with moisture loss. It has a great barrier support compared to other lotions. It has a pH of 6.5 to 7, and it also helps lock in hydration. Again, this came with a set with like the cleanser, and it came with the hyaluronic acid also. And I got that on the what site? Ulta site. This is great. Would I buy it again? Maybe not, only because other creams I find work the same, and some have SPF, so you don't have to use like sunblock, which sometimes can give you that white cast and be clogging to your pores. So I usually use a cream that has either some kind of acne fighting formula in it, willow bark, which helps with acne, or I use something with the SPF in it. I like this. I love this. I do love this, but would I buy it again? No, I wouldn't, because you can buy cheaper stuff with other products. The next thing I want to introduce you to is the azelaic acid suspension. It's a multifunctional brightening formula. Now, the reason why I got lucky buying all these products is because I had a gift certificate that I got for Christmas last year. Because of COVID, I haven't left my house, and I was going through my purse, and I found it, and I'm like, I've heard so much on these products, I gotta try it. Let me tell you, all this did not cost a lot. Like I said, their products cost between $6 or $7. The highest you'll spend is $20, and not one thing I mentioned today cost $20. The highest thing that I bought was like $11, and that was your hyaluronic acid. So this is azelaic acid. This is a suspension. Again, it's a white cream. It has no smell. Again, it's all vegan and cruelty-free. This brightens your skin tone with it helps with an improved uneven texture. It reduces signs of congestion, has multifunctional ingredients that offers antioxidant support. It has a pH of 4 to 5. Again, your skin is a 5. You can use it in the AM or PM. It is sun sensitive, so I would prefer to use this at night. If you're going to use it during the day, I would use a little bit of SPF mixed with this if you can. You don't want to use this with direct acids, retinols, vitamin C's, or peptides. So again, if you're going to use this at night, I wouldn't use the buffet or the retinol or anything. I like to use my retinol twice a week. So between that, I'll use this. Or my lactic acid, for instance. I kind of have a set skin schedule going on, so I break it all apart. The next thing I want to do, which is not an ordinary product, is the Aurora. I had spoken about this. I got this in my subscription box the other day, the glossy box. This stuff is actually great. I used it. It's a very thin oil. This thing helps with irritated skin, skin redness. It helps with dullness, flaky skin. It doesn't contain CBD, but it does have cannabis sativa hemp oil, which is from the same plant as CBD. Cannabis refers to marijuana. It's the same plant, but there is no cannabis in this product. It's just the cannabis sativa, which is just the oil from the plant. It does not clog pores. It works as an anti-inflammatory, so it will help with the acne. It helps with hydration, with congestion, with sensitive skin, with eczema. It has tons of antioxidants in this. It's a superfood. This stuff is really good, really hydrating. I love it. I actually used it this morning over, what did I use this morning? This morning I used my lactic acid and I put this over it. And then I used an SPF hydrating cream over that. And I was fine. And I did go outside today. I just don't go out yet until this disgusting COVID is over with. And the last thing I want to introduce you to, if you're still with me here, is the oil-free ultra moisturizing lotion with birch sap. This is by CosRx. This is a combination of birch sap. It helps with moisturization, maintains water into your skin, which a lot of us lose moisture. We know that. This stuff is great. Birch sap and my mind went blank. But birch sap is another ingredient that helps with acne. This is a very light cream. I use it sometimes over other things. It leaves your skin like hydrated, if you could see. It leaves your skin really hydrated. It absorbs well. It does have like a little smell, almost menthol-y a little bit, but there's no menthol in it, so I can't explain to you. And unfortunately, the back is all in Korean. But this stuff is oil-free. It really works great at hydrating because it has the birch sap in it. I like it because it helps with acne. So I would highly suggest this also. I've been using that for a while. A little goes a long way, but as you can see, it really leaves a nice glow. So that's what I have to talk to you about, guys, today. If you have any questions, let me know. When I do my face also, I do bring it down to here and up here because I don't want to get wrinkles here, although I'm starting to get some because I used to be a sun worshiper when I was younger. That is it. I do use my jade roller with it, most of the products. I use a skin mask on Sundays, just a regular sheet mask. That's all I use on Sundays. I do have a little calendar I started, so if I use the peeling solution on Monday and Friday, I try to use a hydrating, like hyaluronic acid or maybe the azelaic peel mask rather on a Tuesday or Saturday. I do alternate these products and I do have a schedule. So I'm making sure that I'm sitting down and not mixing things together that shouldn't be mixed. You don't want to mix acids. You don't want to mix acid and bases because you know they don't mix. They're like oil and water. You don't want to mix anything that is photosensitive, such as all your retinoids, your peptides, your acids when you're going to go in the sun. Although some of these products I do use when I'm going to go outside, just make sure you're using an SPF over them. You don't want to be consistent. The retinol, I guess you can work up to consistency with that. I know people that use it every day and they have great benefits. I started off using it twice a week and I will start using it 3 times a week because it's not bothering me. I got the 2%. I eventually want to go up to the 5, but I got to work myself up. The skin peeling mask should only be used at a max of 2 times a week. I myself have used it 3 times a week because I'm in love with it and it hasn't bothered me. I do have sensitive skin too. You don't want to be like superhero and use it more than 10 minutes. Please only use it for 10 minutes. Make sure you wash off. Make sure you don't get it in your eyes. And I think I pretty much went over everything. I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, ask. Hit the little submit button down the bottom and our videos will continue. Subscribe to my channel, please, so I can continue with my reviews. And with that being said, I hope y'all have a great night. Hope you're staying safe, stay blessed. And I will talk to you soon. I did receive a package. Well, I didn't receive it yet. I got an email from somebody that had wrote to me saying they were going to send me some samples, some skin mask samples and stuff. If I ever get them, I will review them as well. But for tonight, I'm going to say goodnight. One more thing I wanted to tell you with the mask. Sometimes I do use the steamer. My little girl's getting mad. I steamer. When I do that, what I do is on a fresh cleansed face, I use the steamer, or you can use a steam bathtub. I apply the product. I let the steam hit it, but then I let it dry for 10 minutes on its own. I don't sit there for 10 minutes. You want it to dry. You want it to, to just work its magic before wiping it off. And I will end this here so I can put my little angel to sleep. She's getting tired. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed my videos. If you do, like I said, subscribe and like my video. Hope you guys have a great night. I hope you guys had a great Saturday. So glad it's Saturday. So glad. Hope this night goes by slow because I don't want Monday to come. I'm dreading it. And I love you guys. And I love you, Gia. I love you. She's smiling at me. She's got the best smile ever. Who do you love? Mommy, I love you more. I love you too. With that being said, I'm going to go snuggle with my little love bug. And I hope you guys have a great night. Bye. Talk to you later.